Join me as I dive deep into the life of Nelson Mandela and try to uncover what made him a legendary leader from birth to death. Nelson Mandela is one of those figures in history who left an indelible mark on the world. Born in a small village in South Africa, his life's journey took him from humble beginnings to becoming a global icon for peace and justice. His story is one of resilience, courage, and the unwavering commitment to fight for what is right. South Africa, during Mandela's early years, was a country torn apart by systemic racism and oppression, known as apartheid. This was a system that not only discriminated against the black population, but also sought to erase their identity, culture, and history. The apartheid regime controlled nearly every aspect of life for black South Africans, from where they could live and work to how they could travel and whom they could marry. It was a brutal system designed to maintain white supremacy at any cost. The impact on black South Africans was devastating, with poverty, inequality, and violence being rampant. The apartheid system was also highly militarized, with the government using its security forces to crush any form of dissent. This created a culture of fear and intimidation, where people were reluctant to speak out against the government for fear of reprisal. Mandela's activism was part of a larger movement that sought to challenge this system and bring about change. As a young man, Mandela became involved in the African National Congress, a group that sought to end apartheid and achieve equal rights for black South Africans. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming a key figure in the fight against apartheid. His activism didn't go unnoticed. In 1962, he was arrested and charged with high treason, a crime punishable by death. The trial, known as the Rivonia trial, was a turning point in Mandela's life. Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but even behind bars, he continued to advocate for an end to apartheid. His imprisonment only strengthened his resolve and turned him into a symbol of resistance against the oppressive regime. It was during this time that he became an international symbol of the fight against apartheid, with many advocating for his release. On February 11, 1990, Mandela walked out of Victor Verster prison, a moment that would change the course of history. His release was a beacon of hope for millions of South Africans and people around the world who had been following his story. This moment marked the beginning of the end of apartheid, as it galvanized international pressure on the South African government to dismantle the system. The years following his release were tumultuous, with South Africa on the brink of civil war. However, Mandela's leadership and commitment to reconciliation helped steer the country towards democracy. In 1994, he became South Africa's first black president, a moment that symbolized the country's rebirth. Mandela's approach to governance was characterized by forgiveness and unity. He chose not to dwell on the past injustices, but instead focused on healing the nation. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, established during his presidency, provided a platform for victims of apartheid to share their experiences and for perpetrators to confess their crimes in exchange for amnesty. The impact of Mandela's leadership extends far beyond South Africa's borders. He became a global advocate for democracy, human rights, and reconciliation. His message of love, forgiveness, and unity resonated with people from all walks of life, making him a beloved figure worldwide. Nelson Mandela's legacy is a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have on the world. He showed us that courage, compassion, and perseverance can lead to monumental change. His life continues to inspire leaders and ordinary people alike to stand up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. What does Nelson Mandela mean to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about influential leaders who've shaped history, be sure to check out our channel for more videos.